Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be making typical OFe NSALA, like Anambra OFe NSALA in this video. So if you want to see how this original OFe NSALA is made, keep watching.
If ever I had a video.
Okay guys, the ingredients we are going to be using, I'm using on this recipe, I'm going to be using a little bit of everything: fresh fish, some chicken thighs, chicken wings, stockfish, a little bit of beef. Yes, I'm not going to be using smoked fish because I don't have one, so I'm going to skipping that step. All right, but this is delicious the same. So here is the salt, dry peppers, and Anambra normally use dry peppers for OFe NSALA, some crayfish, and oda. Yes, I'm going to be using oda because normally, typical of Anambra OFe NSALA, we use only oda and not ozoza seed, and no onions at all. And that is the yam we're going to be using for thickener. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now to cook the yam because we're going to be using them for thickener. After they are done cooking, I'm going to mash them with, if you want to know how to make pounded yam, I have a video I will be linking at the description. Okay, so the yam is cooking now. I'm going to transfer those protein into a bigger pot because the other pot is small for this soup. All right, so I'm going to season the meat, like the protein, with some salt, peppers, and the cube I'm using, you can use any cube of your choice. I'm using the one that has no conservative or has no, what is it called again, I'm using all natural, but you can use any one of your choice. So after doing that, I'm going to add just a little bit of water to bring out the stock of the meat before adding the main water. But you can actually add the whole water at the same time, but I love to add the water this way. All right, so after adding the water, I'm going to put the lid on and allow that to cook. So after 10 minutes or so, I'm going to take off the fresh fish because you don't want to leave the fresh fish in there. All right, so after taking off the fresh fish, as you can see, the meat brought out some broth or some stock. So now I'm going to add the water for the OFe NSALA into the meat. Like I said, you can add all the waters at once before cooking them, okay? But this way you will have more taste more tasty OFe NSALA. So depends on the amount of OFe NSALA or white soup you're making. That depends on the water you're adding inside the pot. So this is enough because I'm making just for me and my kids, basically just for me because my husband don't eat that. All right, so after adding the water, I'm going to bring that to boil. But before then, I'm going to add my crayfish. I don't have ogiribu, so I'm going to be skipping that step here. So the oda, I'm going to use my hand to squeeze it. Normally we pound them with mortar, but I'm going to use my hand. And I don't want to add too much because you don't want the taste of oda to overpower the soup you're making. So now I'm going to press the yam, like mash the yam. And as you can see, the soup is boiling very well. So it's time to add our thickener, which is the yam. Like I said, if you want to know how simple way to make pounded yam, check at the end screen. At the end of this video, you will see the video will pump out. Okay, so when you are adding your thickener, please do not add too much thickener into your soup or rice because OFe NSALA don't need too much thickener because the moment they get cold, you will see they will be thick. So when you add too much thickener, when the OFe NSALA gets cold, it will be very thick, like pap, like a caramel, which is what you don't want. All right, this is after a few minutes. As you can see, the yam had melted, and that is the consistency I was going for. Like I said, you don't want to overcook or overload your white soup with yam. You don't want them to be over thick. So here we are, we are almost done here, guys. So I'm going to add back the fresh fish I took out, but before then I'm going to add my otazi. Yes, I'm going to be using about a tablespoon of otazi. Otazi is medicinal. is a bit bitter, so this is why you need to be careful while adding them. Do not add too much of this, okay? Make sure you moderate the quantity. Is always good to balance the quantity of ingredients you're adding into your soup, and make sure you always test for salt and the seasoning if they are okay. So after adding back the fish, I'm going to allow them to cook for 5 minutes, just for the fish to pick some of that soup flavor. And guys, we are basically done for this soup. If you follow the step I use on this soup, guys, you will love it. Don't overload your nsala soup with different ingredients. And if you notice, I did not use onion, because Anambra, we don't use onion in nsala soup. Original native nsala soup, we don't use onions. So as you can see, I actually throw a little pepper inside the soup. This is totally optional, okay, because the one I added earlier wasn't enough, so I had to throw in some more pepper in there. But if you don't like spicy food, you don't have to do that, okay? Just moderate the ingredients, make sure they are balanced. So this is after 5 minutes, guys. Our soup is ready. It's really like it's just ready. Just bring out your pounded yam. Let's hammer this. So this is the pounded yam I made out of the yam I showed you guys earlier, and now it's time to dish out our soup, guys. Please follow this step to make your original nsala soup. Do not add too much spicy or seasoning into it to have the right taste of nsala soup. So final result, guys, this is the final result. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. God bless you all. Bye.